All right, y'all. So let's get going with just a boxer shuffle. You know, I love doing these just to get moving a little bit, get that blood flowing, get that brain talking to the muscles, bouncing from heel to toe, get those arms pumping too. Couple more seconds here. Then we'll move to our leg cradles, also known as those ankle knee pulls. Get a little bit of glute stretch in there. All right, y'all, so let's move to that now. Start with one leg. Remember, I want you giving me a quarter squat. Grab the ankle and knee, pull up. As you pull up, squeeze that back glute. Hold it for a 2-second count. Drop it back down. Same thing on the other side. We're going to go 5 on each side. Take your time here. Remember to grab that floor with your foot. That'll help to balance you. And of course, if the balance is just not feeling too hot today, you can definitely have something close by, a wall, chair, something like that. And then you can do this single arm pull where you're pulling just the ankle. But ideally, we're working on that balance because, you know, if we don't work on it, it's never going to get better. All right, I lost count, so give me one more on each side from wherever you're at now. Good. So that covers our glute. Then we're going to go inchworms. Knees are straight. Hinge at those hips. Push those hips back. Feel that stretch on the back side of the body. Walk it out. Then we're going to take feet back towards the hands using just the ankles. So I want to see as much bend in those ankles as you can get. Walk it as high up towards your hands as you can. Turn around. Give me the same thing again. Knees straight. Feel that hamstring stretch. Walk it out. Walk it back in with your feet. Stand it on up. Now let's do the same thing, but this time we're going to walk it out, and then we're going to walk it back in using our hands this time. So walk it out, walk it back in using your hands to drive the floor away from you. Let's do 2 of these, so one more. Keep those knees straight. Feel that hamstring stretch as you hinge down. Come down here. Hold for a second. Then drive those hands back. Perfect. All right, next one. Let's do a lunge with a twist. So I want you to lunge forward. Rotate towards the leg that is lunging. Drive yourself back up. We're actually going to end up, let's do 5 on each side. We're going to end up doing some lunges in the workout, although they are not forward lunges like we're doing here. But this will be good to really get the legs warmed up. That's 3 for me. So keep working until you get 5 on each side, alternating. Good. Last one, let's warm up those shoulders. Let's get a little bit of arm circles going on. Stretch out those fingers towards either side of your room or your space. Get me going backwards, small circles to start. If you want to pace around like me because you're so darn excited to get in this workout, by all means do that. Let's make them a little bigger. And then let's overlap them. Give me a couple going this way. All right, shake it all out. And then let's go forward to get a little bit of activation with the chest and those front deltoids or those front shoulders. Stretch those fingers out. I want you to really expand them. Let's go forward, keeping them small. Let's make them a little bigger. All in the shoulders here, elbows are straight. And then let's overlap them. Woo! That gets them burning. I only do a couple going forwards, overlap and shake it all out. And by now, hopefully you're feeling pretty warm. You're ready to get into this. Let's go ahead and go over the 6 moves we're going to be doing today. First one is going to be a lower, well, really full body strength, but focus more on the lower half. We're going to go curtsy lunge. So step behind, try to sink that back knee as low to the floor as you can. Keep your chest up, right? I don't want you to keep your chest up so much that you're extending, hyperextending and letting your ribs flare though. So keep your belly tight, step behind, and then we're going to a lateral lunge or side lunge. So curtsy, lateral lunge. When you lunge, make sure that toe is pointed forwards, directly forwards. Check yourself before you sink down and push that hip backwards. And one thing I forgot, we're adding an overhead hold the entire time. So you're going curtsy to lateral lunge with that overhead hold. 20 seconds on going one direction, 20 seconds going the other. I'll call it out halfway through. That's number 1. Number 2, we're going to a cardio exercise. We're going scissor hops. So use your space, pump those arms. If my right leg is coming forward for that first scissor hop, I want my left arm coming forward. So opposite arm and leg, right? So it's going to look like that. When you get to the end of your space, you're going to step it out or kick it out for a half burpee. And then you're coming back up and you're doing, oh, excuse me, not high knees, you're doing scissors. So use the space that you've got all together. It's going to look like this. That's 2. Number 3, we're going strength again. We're going Spiderman push-up. So I'm going to show you the hardest version first. That's going to be here from the feet. We're coming down, bringing elbow or knee to elbow. Then you're dropping down and you're giving me a bird dog. So making yourself as long as possible here. And then I pop back up and do the same thing. Spider-Man push-up on each side. Modified version, which I'm going to be probably doing with y'all because those Spider-Man push-ups are really hard, is you're going from the knees for both. So keep your feet apart. You're coming down. Let me give you this side so we can still bring knee to elbow there. And then you're coming up here to this tabletop position and giving me a bird dog. And then you're coming back out and doing it all over again. Number 4 is another cardio exercise. We're going squat jack to overhead reach. Pretty simple there. We've done those before. Should be nice and tough for 45 seconds. Then number 5 is going to be on our stomach. We're working on core strength here, low back, triceps. I want you extending through the low back, squeeze the glutes. We're doing knuckle draggers here. In other words, we're just doing tricep extensions. Your knuckles should be really close to the ground. Squeeze those triceps on the back of the arm. And we're just here. Look down at the ground when you're doing this. Try not to look up and crank your neck. And then finally, we're going to just spin around. One leg stays down, one leg comes up. We're doing leg climbs. Pull. Do as many pulls as you need to with your arms to get you up to tap the toe. 20 seconds on one side. I'll call out the change halfway. 20 seconds on the other. And if you want to make that harder, you don't have to do the climb at all. You can just try to do the reach. You got a couple options there. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. We are starting with our curtsy lunge to lateral lunge with the overhead hold. 3, 2, 1, go. Give me straight elbows, Y fashion. Step it behind, then to the side. Look down. Make sure that you've got that toe pointed forwards when you go to step it out and sink those hips back. Easier said than done sometimes. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Same thing on the other side. Oh, whoops. Let me actually switch to the other side. Stay with it, y'all. If you need to, you can bring the arms down for a second and then pick them back up. And time. Good job, y'all. All right, now we're moving to our lateral scissors to our half burpee. 3, 2, 1, go. Get to the end of your space, hop it or step it out, and then work your way back. You got a small space, you're just not covering as much ground with those scissor hops, and that's fine. Remember to pump those arms as you're doing this. My right foot is coming forward. My left arm is coming forward with it, and vice versa. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. Shake it out. Spiderman push up to Birddog, probably the hardest thing we're doing today. Go ahead and bring it down. Remember, go from the knees if you need to. 3, 2, 1, go. Elbow to knee as you push up. Elbow to knee as you push up. Bring it to a hands and knees position. Give me a bird dog extension. Give me a bird dog extension on the other side, keeping your belly tight. Bring it back to that Spiderman push up. A lot of stuff going on here. Take your time. There's pretty much nothing that's not getting hit in this exercise. Stay with me. We got just over 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, y'all, pop it up. We got squat jack to overhead reach. Pop those feet out, tap the floor, feet together, arms overhead. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Do your best to keep your elbows straight here. If you're getting a little bit of twinge in your shoulders, you can spread the arms about shoulder width and do the same thing. Lower impact version, y'all, since these are tough, step it out, step it back together. Remember, we're pushing our hips back as opposed to just bending over at the waist. There's a difference there. I don't want you giving up your back to get to the floor. Time. Good job. Woo! That one got the breathing heavy. All right, we're popping to the floor. We got 2 more. Second to last one here is our knuckle draggers. 3, 2, 1, go. So you can keep your feet on the ground if you want. I still want you pulling your chest up though and squeezing those glutes. As you extend those arms, straighten those elbows, give me a good squeeze, and then bend them back. Try to keep them right underneath the armpits to start, and then kicking them out as far as you can for that extension. Whew. Stay with it, y'all. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, time. Nicely done. All right, stay down here, flip it around though. We're in sit-up position. Pick a leg to start with, and we're doing leg climbs. 3, 2, 1, go. So it's almost like a, one leg sit up. Don't be afraid to use those arms to pull that leg to help you get up. Stay on the same leg. We're getting ready to switch in 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Stay with it, y'all. If you needed to, give me just as much reach as you can get. Don't feel like you have to actually touch the toe. That's just a good target to aim for. Time. Whew, nicely done, y'all. All right, minute 15 to rest. Round 1 is down. 2 more to go. Grab some water, slow that breathing down. If you can, go ahead and work your way back up to standing because that's where we're going to be starting for that first curtsy lunge to lateral lunge. Coming up in just under 1 minute. Good job, y'all. Slow that breathing down. Take advantage of this rest. Catch your breath first. Give me that slow diaphragmatic breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to make the exhale longer than the inhale. Y'all have heard my spiel before. And then grab water. All right, y'all, 15 seconds. All right, let's get ready. Round 2, starting with our curtsy lunge. 2 lateral lunge with the overhead hold. Let's see those arms overhead. 3, 2, 1, go. Step behind, then step to the side. Remember, if you're having a hard time getting yourself up from this position, just don't go quite as deep. Cut the depth just a bit. Still make sure that you're keeping your belly tight and that toe is pointed forwards when you go to step it out. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Stay with it, y'all. We got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh, shake it out. All right, now we're moving to our cardio move. Lateral or sideways scissor hop to half burpee. Going now. Remember, pump those arms. If you get, sometimes I have a hard time getting that right arm to come up. And if that's the case, then just pause for a second and pick up, making sure you've got the right orientation, which is opposite arm and leg. That way we can really tie in to our abdominals and our obliques here as well. Time. Good job, y'all. All right, move into our Spiderman to Birddog. Remember, take your time here. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, screw those hands into the floor for your push-up. Keep your core tight. Once you've got one on each side, you're bringing those knees underneath the hips, extending on each side, opposite arm and leg. And then we're just rolling through this as many times as we can in the next 20 seconds. Remember, on these bird dogs, make yourself as long as possible. Don't go up as high as you can. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. Work your way up. We got our squat jack to overhead reach. Remember, you can step it out if you need to. 3, 2, 1, go. So remember, we got a few options to make this one not as hard on the shoulders. So if you want to spread those hands a little bit, do as many of these as you can. And then you can revert to that step out squat jack. Ten seconds to go. Try to stay light on those feet. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right, y'all, we're to our belly. Almost there. We got our prone on our stomach tricep extensions. And go. Remember to look down at the floor. Don't crank your neck. You can still pull your shoulders and chest off the floor without looking up. Use those mid-back muscles. Squeeze those triceps when you straighten those elbows. Stay with it. Almost there. 10 seconds to go. Woo. It's burning. 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. Good job, y'all. Flip it around. Stay with me. We got one more round left here with these leg climbs. 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. 3, 2, 1, go. Use those hands to climb it up. Do your best to keep this straight leg as straight as you can. So that means drive the back of your knee towards the floor, towards the wall, opposite of you. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. Same thing on the other side. Stay with me, y'all. 20 seconds to go. And the second round is in the books. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. Good job. All right, y'all. Catch your breath. Minute 15 to rest and recover here. I'm proud of y'all. 2 down, 1 round to go. Grab that water, slow that breathing down. All right, y'all, 30 more seconds. You made it through 2. I just need you to hang on for about 6 more minutes, and then we will be done. Last round coming up here. We're going in 15 seconds, starting with our curtsy lunge to lateral lunge with that overhead hold. Pick a side to start with. We're going 20 seconds on one side, 20 seconds on the other. 3, 2, 1, go. Step it behind, step it to the side. Soften that knee up on that lateral lunge. Sink those hips back and down. And don't forget that belly brace. All right, we're switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Do your best not to let those arms drop towards the floor. When you go to lunge, time. I know that's always way easier said than done. All right, y'all, cardio exercise next. Our lateral scissor hops, opposite to half burpee. 3, 2, 1, go. Keep that belly tight when you go to do your half burpee and step or kick it out. Stay with it, y'all. Last round of these. 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. That gets the heart rate up. All right, y'all, down towards the floor. Spiderman push up to bird dog. 3, 2, 1, go. Take your time, especially on these bird dogs. If you need to, like we were talking about, go from those knees. Just down into that push up. Bring that knee to the elbow on either side. And then make sure you get in this proper tabletop position before you do your bird dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Nicely done, halfway through. Pop it up to standing. Squat jack to overhead reach. Going in 3, 2, 1. Let's get to it. Remember, push those hips back. Keep that chest up so that you can keep the back flat. That way you're not just giving up your back. Remember, you can step it out if you need to. I know I need to by now. 10 seconds to go. All right, let's finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, y'all, down on the floor. Second to last one, knuckle draggers, or knuckle scrapers, whatever you want to call these. 3, 2, 1, go. Squeeze those glutes. Raise that chest up off the floor. Tighten that back up, and then squeeze the back of the arm when you straighten your elbows. Stay with it, y'all. You're doing great. We're almost there. Woo! These feel like an eternity. In reality, we only have 10 seconds to go. Keep fighting. Woo! 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right, flip it over. Last thing here. 20 seconds of leg climbs on each side, and we are done. 3, 2, 1, go. Last round here, y'all. Try to get to that toe if you can. And we're switching in 3, 2, 1. Switch it up. Home stretch here, y'all. I know it's burning. Finish strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. Well done, y'all. All right, stay down here. Let's go ahead. Flip it around. Give me a upward facing dog. So knees are down. Push that floor away from you. Look up towards the ceiling. Create separation from those shoulders and ears. Give me a couple deep breaths here. Drop into child's pose. Let's reach those or walk those hands to the right as far as you can. Feel that stretch all the way from the armpit to the hip. And then let's walk it to the left as far as you can. Walk it back to the middle. Come on up. Work your way to standing. Let's do a figure 4 glute stretch. Cross that ankle over on the opposite hip. Or, excuse me, on the opposite leg. Sit those hips back. Feel that stretch in the glute on that outer hip area. You'll probably also feel it kind of deep in there too. And that piriformis muscle that tends to get so tight when we sit. Couple more second hold here. Come on up, relax that. Switch sides. Spend about 20 seconds here, then we'll just finish with a kind of forward fold / hamstring stretch. And come on up. Last thing, stretch up towards the ceiling, come up on your toes. Stretch, 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 stretch. If you got a low ceiling like me, you might even be able to touch it. And then come on down. Forward fold, keep those knees straight. So for that hamstring stretch, relax the head. And then slowly work your way back up to standing. And that is it for today's Power Hour class. Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.